Hey guys, how we doing? Just a quick video. Do you know what? I seem to be doing this quite a bit recently. Thanking people for the support, for the response that we've had, for the comments I had on the live video that we did with Absolutely Average with Russ yesterday. It's just been a little bit humbling, and I keep saying that, but it really has, because when we started doing this channel, when we started doing our podcasts, we never really thought about how many people it would reach. If it reaches one person or two people and we can do some good for them, then that's amazing. So I'm just going to start off with thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to anyone that's watching the video who hasn't subscribed. Thank you to anyone that's going to support us moving forward. I notice on Russ's community page today, he's put a comment just saying there's so much more that he wants to know, and there might be others out there that have got so much more they want to know about what we do and who we are. I think my intention, we have got a podcast recorded to go out. So today's Thursday, so a week today, and then 2 weeks today in two parts. But I think what I'm going to do is, off the back of last night and off the back of the questions we've had, I think I'm going to record, or we're going to record another podcast this weekend and talk a bit more about ourselves. And it's really alien for us because it's not really something we do loads of, talking about what we do, talking about ourselves, because it's so cliche, but most of what we do is for other people. The jobs we do is helping other people, and the reward we get from that is the positivity and the feeling you get from helping other people. And if you watch on one of our podcasts, I can't remember which episode it was now, but we talk about one of the things that they say to help. I think it was probably the first part, where we say one of the things that they suggest to improve your mental health right now is to do something for the people, because it's so powerful. Doing something for other people is just such an amazing feeling. So just quickly to summarize what I do now before we get that into a podcast, because I know there's people out there that want to know. I did touch on it briefly yesterday. The project that I manage is a youth homeless project. So it's for 16 to 18 year olds, or up to the age of 21 if they're looked after children. But we normally try and get them into independent living by the time they're 18, 19. We have 9 flats. They're all independent flats. So the young people have their own bedroom, their own living room, their own kitchen. And it's staffed 24 hours a day in an office in the same block. So we don't live with them, they live independently. There's a team of 11 staff and myself working days, late and nights. And we help the young people with a range of things, mental health problems, challenging behaviour, but just things like helping with forms, giving them wake-up calls so they can go to college, finding them job adverts, just anything you can think. You think of a teenager, if you've got your own teenagers, think of a teenager, like stereotypically what a parent would do. It's kind of like that. I know that there's been questions on how people can help, how people can get involved. The problem with charity is we do rely on funding. I never ask anyone for money because it's so easily manipulated, and we don't have, if you was to donate to NACRO, the money would go to NACRO as a whole, which is amazing. If people want to donate to NACRO, it's a charity. They do great work across the country, working with veterans, working with domestic violence, working with homeless, with youth homeless. There's projects in prisons. It's a social justice charity, so getting people out of prisons into accommodation to help them not reoffend. The work they do is amazing, and I'm not taking away from that. But from a selfish point of view, for my project, if you donate to NACRO, my young people won't see a penny of it. That's just how it is. It gets swallowed up by the whole NACRO organisation. I think if people really want to get involved and there's enough interest, I think what I would do is probably set up an Amazon wish list, because more than money, like money's okay, but money doesn't solve the problems that these young people have got. Okay, we can get some money and help them put their electric on, and then it's gone within a week. Or we can get 9 air fryers donated, and they're using air fryers instead of cookers, which is going to save them money. We can get, which I've already had, an ex-resident actually donated 10 heated blankets. Like, it's so simple. It's something we don't think of, but a heated blanket will stop them having to put their heating on because they can just wrap up, and it saves them that money. Food donations are such an important thing. tins, non-perishables, things that are going to last. I'm currently in the process of getting a big freezer, which we've had donated. We had it donated a while back, but it's been in storage because we haven't had the space for it. So now I've got a building built to put it in. So getting a freezer filled, and it's the most basic things, and anything that teenagers would want. Like, that's what we try and get donated. Game systems like PlayStations and TVs, and just anything that these, because these young people come in with nothing. Some of them come in with the clothes that they're wearing, and that's it, nothing else, and they don't expect anything else. It really is such an amazing project. Don't get me wrong, it's challenging. There are times when it is very hard. There's times when I come home at night and I'm like, wow, I don't know if I can do this anymore. But you still get up the next morning, you still go back in, and that day's forgotten. The violent behaviour or the aggression or the being horrible, it's not personal. You have to think about, when you're working with these young people, why they're like they are, and when you really work into that, and that's not something I'm going to go into now, but when you really work into that, there's reasons why they're like they are. And as a member of staff, as a manager, as someone working with them, if you can't see past that, then you're not in the right job. So you've got to be able to see past that. So I am really pleased with the input that people have come back with the stuff that people are saying and asking. If anyone does want to get involved, you can contact me. Contact me through the Fitness Hutch, which is the fitnesshutch@outlook.co.uk. But just so once it's individual, then I can speak to individuals about coming to me via my work, so we know it's all above board and legitimate. Don't want donations of money. We can't do anything with donations of money. I would love to set up a GoFundMe page, but money is a really difficult thing to deal with. Whereas if people want to donate things, they can send it direct to the project. I can speak to people individually, give them the project address. They can have it sent. They can address it to NACRO so we all know that it's above board. I can have posts on the group. So if you follow NACRO Lincolnshire on Facebook, that's our project that covers all the hubs around Lincolnshire. And yeah, so that's it. Well, what we're going to do is I'm not going to bang on too long because this video has taken way too long. I could talk about what I do for hours because I fucking love it. But for now, what I'll say is, if you want to get involved, if you want help, if you want to help, if you want any more information, get in contact with me direct, and we can have a discussion from there. And I will talk more about it in the podcast that's up and coming. In the meantime, subscribe, like the video, go watch some of my other videos, and if you need any help, if you're struggling or there's anything that we can talk about or we can do, or you can email personally, please do get in touch. And as I will always say, go out there and achieve your goals.